headline of a news, 8,000 Homeland Security shares new details of mysterious drone flights over New Jersey. Shalom, all glorification, honor, and praise is due only unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, along with the bishops of Azaquanium, who rule and teach the lambs well. And salutations to the house of David by Shadowadah, the elect. Spiritual house is being raised up in these last days, made up of lively stones. The church, beginning with 144,000, his servants, the prophets, to include the remainder of the remnant, consisted of men, women, and children, believers. And I stress that because the believers, all right, are the children of Israel, all right, the sons of Israel. And they too will be delivered out of the coming destruction, which is what's coming to America. Compliments of the intercontinental ballistic missiles and these ships that are giving Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, fits right now. Now, the other day, I put up a short lesson, all right, news update about these so-called Iranian drones. Now, are there Iranian drones in U.S. airspace? Yes. Russian drones? Yes. So-called Chinese drones? Yes. And America is not in a position to do a damn thing about any of it. All right, but ultimately, what's out in the heavens are the chariots of the Lord. All right, and lately it's been all in the news. Right, Joe Rogan's gone into it on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast. All right, Redacted. Okay, Clayton and Natalie Morris, they've gone into it. You know, all these so-called truthers out here, you know, bringing out certain information that's useful to us as the prophets. Okay, which the righteous prophets of the Lord right now are the men of Great Millstone. All right, beginning with, of course, the elder apostles of GMS, the bishops, all right, the other elders, the Akiam, and us men coming in the right spirit. All right, GMS affiliate camps. This is useful information for us as the watchmen that the Lord has set up, all right, to watch over the house of Israel. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. You are the Lord's chosen people. And that would include, of course, the speckled bird brothers and sisters of Israelite foreigners. But then Esau also has his Project Bluebeam. So you got a lot of things happening out in the heavens right now. Okay. Not every object, you know, we see, all right, in the sky, okay, in that first heaven, if you will, not every object up there is a chariot, but best believe the chariots are there, all right, defying the laws of physics, okay, and they got these heathen dismayed, man, you know, that's right out of the book of Jeremiah, the 10th chapter, okay. Just like the ancient pagan Roman Empire was stretched thin militarily, all right, when it was in its decline, all right, America is stretched thin militarily. And again, America has no defense for any of this, all right, which that's all Bible prophecy, okay. Jeremiah 50, let's go get this real quick. Just a second. Jeremiah 50, and I believe it's going to be round about verse 23, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Slovakia. All right, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50. Get right to the point. In verse 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? Who's the hammer of this whole earth? All right, that's clearly America. Okay. How is Babylon? Okay, Jeremiah is referencing a future Babylon. Okay, America, which would be controlled by Esau. All right. How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Well, Babylon's going to become, a desolation among the nations because of the nuclear destruction that's on its way. But also, too, these ships, man, the angels, okay? They're going to be blowing shit up. The scriptures talks about, and we all know the chariot scriptures, right? But the scriptures talks about, the brightness of the Lord's coming, right? Because the Lord, right, Yahushua, not Jesus Christ, IOSE, the Lord's coming back in a chariot, all right, described in 2 Ezra, the 13th chapter, as a great and exceeding mountain, as the nukes are flying, and also as the chariots are blasting this place, okay? The brightness of the Lord's coming. So let's get into this real quick. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it. Yeah, man, you've got all kinds of things going on out there. And for the most part, Esau, Joe Sixpack, Esau over here in America is clueless, okay, and doesn't really care until he sees them, because the scriptures are clear. Every eye is going to see the Lord's return, man. Those who live, through the coming of the Lord, every eye is going to see these ships, and it will be unmistakable at that point. Okay, but Joe Sixpack over here in America is clueless. All right, the heathen are, give me a break. Moab, the so-called Chinese, Elam, the so-called East Indians, they clueless as fuck, man. And then 2/3 of our people are in a drunken stupor, spiritually speaking. They don't know what's going on. They're happy it's Saturday. They can enjoy their folly day, continue their Christmas preparations. They don't give a damn. They're going to, but when that time comes, all right, Proverbs the 1st chapter goes into this. They're gonna be seeking the Lord, but they're not gonna be able to find him. And in fact, the scriptures are clear, all right, that the Lord's gonna laugh when their fear comes. Okay, how is that gonna be accomplished? Through his men, through his prophets. Okay. The large mysterious drones reported flying over parts of New Jersey in recent weeks appear to avoid detection by traditional methods such as helicopter and radio, said a state lawmaker briefed Wednesday by the Department of Homeland Security. Yeah, I can't remember if it was the, well, here he goes. In a post on social media, Assemblywoman Dawn Fantasia described the drones as up to 6 feet in diameter and sometimes traveling with their lights switched off. The Morris County Republican was among several state and local lawmakers who met with state police and Homeland Security officials to discuss the spate of sightings that ranged from the New York City area through New Jersey and westward into parts of Pennsylvania, including over Philadelphia. So very densely populated areas, a lot of Jake. Okay, Philadelphia. All right, the city of brotherly love. Oh, man. A lot of Jake, a lot of Judah, a lot of Ephraim. All right. And the other tribes as well, but these are signs for you, man. These are signs. The signs in heaven, okay, regarding the Lord's return. All right. The book of Jude goes into Enoch, right? The seventh from Adam, prophesying of this event, okay, which again is going to be witnessed by every eye, okay. And again, 2/3 of our people are totally blind, caught up in the cares of this life, etc. It says, Slakia, the devices do not appear to be being flown by hobbyists, Fantasia wrote. Dozens of mysterious nighttime flights started last month and raised growing concern among residents and officials. Part of the worry stems from the flying objects initially being spotted near the Picatinny Arsenal, a U.S. military research and manufacturing facility, and over President-elect DJT's golf course in Bedminster. Drones are legal in New Jersey for recreational and commercial use, but they are subject to local and federal aviation administration regulations and flight restrictions. Operators must be FAA certified. And get the hell out of here, man. We know, again, all right, America's enemies are all in U.S. airspace. Okay, just like you have Russian nuclear submarines off the coast of Georgia, off the coast of Florida, okay, off the coast of Alaska, same as Chinese nuclear submarines. All right. It's all a fulfillment of Bible prophecy. That's the time we're in. These prophecies are undefeated. Okay. Let me get another scripture. This time we'll go to the book of Isaiah. And again, we all know the chariot scriptures, right? Isaiah, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 31 and verse 5, because these chariots are going to defend the elect, okay? The elect of Israel, which is not them Amalekites, Dr. Michael Brown. Okay, and why are you shouldn't have anything to say at this point, being caught up in that sex scandal. Anyway, Isaiah chapter 31 and verse 5, as birds flying, so will the Lord Yahweh of hosts defend Jerusalem, right? Defend the people, all right? Because Jerusalem is a people before a place. Wherever the elect are, that's Jerusalem, okay? There's nothing holy about Jerusalem, all right? As of December 14, 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, land's defiled, man. It's been trodden down. As birds flying, so will the Lord Yahweh of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending also, he will deliver it. See? So the heathens aren't going to be delivered, vocab alone. The Christians aren't going to be delivered. Christians are going to be destroyed. All right? That goes for 2/3 of our people who are still Christian when the Lord comes back. Defending also, he will deliver it. And passing over, he will preserve it. Right? The elect will be preserved during the time of Jacob's trouble, which we clearly in, man. I mean, you know, I can't stress it enough. You have to be discerning, okay? You can't just, you know, turn on your phone and say, oh, it's a chariot right there. But through the Spirit, we know they're there, okay? We have testimonies. You know, almost every day a brother will put up a video, okay, of a chariot, a ship. All right? So, Salaki, I lost my train of thought. It'll come back. But yeah, these ships, right, are going to defend the Lord's elect at the end of the day. And they're going to destroy the Lord's enemies. Okay, which, again, includes 2/3 of his own children. All right, that's not Christianity. That's the Bible. That's the truth, man. All right, we were set up to tell the truth of the scriptures. All right, to bring it all the way out. You know, you got camps out here that aren't even talking about these things. You know, they're not talking about the chariots of the Lord. They're not talking about the ICBMs. They're not talking about Jacob's trouble in general. You know, they false prophets. Period. The Lord is not working with those, man. Okay, doesn't matter how many clicks they get, how many views they get, how many followers they have, how big their platforms are. All right, though. By the way, the scriptures talks about the Lord only dealing with a little sanctuary. Okay, this isn't for all of Israel. This is only for, all right, the Israel of the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, the church. Okay, the lambs. So let's see what else we got going on here. Yeah. And, you know, we've all seen the videos. You know, there's a lot, you know, it's been well documented. Okay. Yeah, the ships is out there, man. Okay, and they're giving Esau fits right now. So, we're going to keep watching and keep praying as we were commanded to do so by Lord Yahushua himself. Lord willing, though, I don't want to write this out. You was edified. And with that, I don't want to say shalom. It's on to the next video.